Hi, Lisa Pinkham here, and today I want to tell a story about returning to joy from shame. And I just have a few explanations. So, when I talk about returning to joy, I don't mean that everything in a situation has been resolved and fixed, and I'm just elated because everything's all better. Actually, returning to joy means I found a way to remember who I am and to navigate the emotions that I'm feeling and emerge able to be relational again, able to be connected with other people, connected with God, connected with myself. And um, when I talk about shame, so I like how Bill St. Cyr calls um, emotions. We can have protector emotions. We might refer to them as negative emotions or challenging emotions, but I like the term protector emotions because I believe that God gave them to us to protect us. And so when we feel those emotions, it's an alert of, oh, something's not right. How do I pay attention to this? And how do I manage and navigate and own and deal with my emotions in a way that enable me to become my best true self and be a relational being again, rather than being critical or judgmental or withdrawing or attacking. So um, shame, when it's operating as it should as a protector emotion, shame is that alert that I can pay attention to that says, oh, I'm not being who I want to be, or not being my best true self. And um, how can I how can I respond in a way that's more aligned with who I am? And I even like to say there's realistic shame. And realistic shame is, wow, I really wanted to be like this. I had this image of myself and I wanted to be this way, but realistically, I'm not. But is there a way that I can learn and gain some skills and um, find someone that gives me good examples where I can learn to become more of the person I want to be. And then there's also reparable shame, repairable shame, where I've made a mistake and I'll do everything I can to fix it and to repair it. So that's different from toxic shame, where toxic shame just is a message of you're a bad person and there's nothing you can do about it. So when I talk about returning to joy from shame, I'm talking about feeling shame about something, but being able to navigate that emotion in a way that I can become relational again. And it's always important in telling these stories to give a mild example so the listener is able to stay um, relational themselves through the story and not feel overwhelmed. So hopefully my example is mild. So uh, it was just a few days before taxes were due, and my husband and I were sitting down to finish up our taxes and look at each other's work and consolidate everything. So in that process, I discovered that um, the child that we had supported for 13 years with World Vision, um, we had, when we had a compromised credit card and had to get a new one, we never went back and gave World Vision that information. So we had dropped supporting this child that was counting on our support. And um, I just realized I was so overwhelmed. I said to my husband, I need 5 minutes to take a break, and then I'll come back because I know we need to finish taxes. So I pulled a chair up and sat by the window, and uh, there was this moment where I just wanted to be angry at my husband. I wanted to um, kind of go on a track of, oh, we're always screwing things up, and get into self-pity or, like I said, blame. But instead, I just sat for a moment, and um, I what my body wanted to I paid attention to my body, and I did what it was feeling, and I put my head in my hands and leaned over, and I just said, "Oh, I don't want to be like this. I I don't want to be the kind of person that can't keep track of finances and cause pain for someone else." And I was able just to say that, knowing that God was there with me, watching me, being with me, and not condemning me, not blaming me, not criticizing me. And I felt what it was like to feel that shame, to have my head in my hands, and just recognize I don't I don't want to be like this, but I am. And I knew that I could emerge from that and I could take steps to make repair, which I later did. I called World Vision and worked everything out and found out that um, they were able to, someone else took her as their compassion child, so she never lost care, and we were able to take on a new child to support. But but what was really important in that moment was that I recognized my shame, and I felt it. I expressed it in my body, and then I felt the freedom to accept myself where I was and then go back and sit down and continue working on taxes. So uh, that that was a big return to joy for me, to be able to go back and sit next to my husband and finish getting our taxes done, and um, not stay in a emotional funk the rest of the day. So I felt energized and lighter in my body, and a sense of strength and confidence that, okay, I'm going to make a mistake like this again, probably, but now I can navigate through it, and I can get past the shame and stay relational with who I need to, and then eventually make repair where I can. It's returning to joy from shame. God bless you.